Peace, love, and a light collective. Thank you so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses Tarot for your chakra tune-in reading with the Aquarius full moon energy that we are under right now. This is August 3rd where I am. For some of you, it is already Tuesday, August 4th. Okay. I hope you had a great beginning of your week, and this is streaming to you in the highest vibration possible. I am super excited to bring this reading to you all. I have been feeling the energy of this Aquarius full moon for a minute now, and I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. So we are going to do our usual spiel, right? So for those that are new, welcome to my channel. For those that are old, I am so grateful to have you, all of you here. Thank you so much for just hanging out and being here with my channel, helping me build such an awesome family here on YouTube. For all your likes, guys, all your comments, your shares, your subscriptions, your donations, your reading requests, you guys are just absolutely amazing and so awesome and so thoughtful and so generous and so kind that I honestly couldn't have asked for just better tribe members out there in the YouTube world. So thank you guys for coming here and subscribing, being a part of the family, engaging my channel, asking me questions, letting me know what you think of the readings. I love reading your comments, guys. So thank you for just sharing your light in that way. Yeah, so before we get started, we are going to do our quick prayer and moment of gratitude for those, again, who are new. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, okay? Not everything I say in this video is going to resonate with you and what you're feeling, what you may have going on in your current life, where you are in your own energetic journey, okay? This is a little bit different than my other readings because we are tapping into chakra energy, okay? And in relation to the moon, right? The moon phases. So it's a little bit more in depth, a little bit more broad, and a little bit more general and more tailored to your soul's journey. Okay, so just keep that in mind while you're listening. If you have any other questions, concerns, confusions around how to best interpret this particular reading, my moon energy readings, my chakra tune-ins, make sure you check the description box below. There's some details there that might help you. Check out the important note, okay? There's a lot of good information there. All right, so with this moment of gratitude for my newbies and anyone new watching, this is just a moment for you to ground your energy, connect in with your higher consciousness, your divine source, your spiritual team, okay, so that you are in tune with your own frequency and therefore in tune with the messages that are meant for you while watching this reading, okay? It's super important to be grounded in the right perspective, the right vibration when absorbing tarot messages, right? When watching tarot videos, when just working with divination in general, okay? You want to make sure you're grounded and rooted in positive energy so that you are getting that back out of the cards. So thank you guys for just partaking in this moment of gratitude with me. You can repeat after me in my prayers and my intentions. You can also state your own prayers, affirmations, and intentions. You can also have a moment of silence, okay? So go ahead and choose which one works best for you and we'll get started, okay? Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters of Light, my own Divine Ancestral Council, and all Archangels, thank you so much for being here with me and with the collective as a whole for this reading. Look into our chakras for this beautiful full moon in Aquarius energy. We thank you so much for grounding us in our own energy and opening us up to our messages, right? To what we need to hear. What we need to sense, feel, and think during this full moon and under this full moon energy. We thank you for opening us up to those messages of love, healing, truth, light, and wisdom surrounding this full moon, for the overall growth, prosperity, abundance, ascension, personal development, joy, and happiness of the collective. Archangels, divine, and ancestors, we're so grateful that you cover us in your love, light, and mercy, and that you lift us up in courage every single day to face whatever comes our way with grace, with gratitude, with understanding, with compassion, not only for ourselves, but for others, and with truth, with love, light, and wisdom where we can. And we thank you so much, ancestors and divine, for guiding us to our destined path in this lifetime, through signs, through synchronicities, and through dreams. And we pray that by honoring you and honoring the light within, that you will continue to guide us, continue to protect us, and continue to love us, not only in this lifetime, but beyond this lifetime. And we're so grateful for all of that love and all of that guidance that you give. And we're thankful, and so it is. Yeah. Whew. All right, y'all. Yeah, this Aquarius full moon, it's definitely living up to the Aquarian kind of stereotypical hype for me energetically, where I feel very far out. I feel very left field, very outlier. In the realm of just relating to my environment, okay? But there's also a very cool, like a very cool, calm, and collected sense that I feel is coming in with this full moon, where we had that double new moon in Cancer. I feel like this Aquarius full moon energy is really coming in to kind of balance out maybe that emotional overflow, or being overtaken by your emotions, that comes so easily with Cancer energy, to really be that water bearer, right? To really take an analytical approach to emotional energy, right? Aquarius energy is the oldest air energy out of all the zodiacs, or air signs and air elements, right? So it's the most seasoned when it comes to mastering air element. Aquarians also learn the most lessons in the strangest of ways. I'm talking like paranormal, once in a blue moon life lessons. So for a lot of us, those type of emotional lessons might be coming up, okay? I am getting solar plexus energy, but I do feel that that's just Leo season showing up in my energy for you guys. Yeah, I feel a lot of root chakra. To be quite honest, I feel a lot of root chakra. I also feel a lot of throat chakra energy too. Okay, so it does feel like we are going to be communicating or speaking or manifesting some new form of security, new form of grounding with this Aquarian full moon energy. Yeah, it's like grounding us in a very unconventional way. Aquarius is all about that unconventional, all about what is not the norm, not going with the flow, right? Complete rebel energy. Very rebellious, especially when it comes to the mind and when it comes to the thoughts, right? Aquarian energy loves to gravitate to what isn't commonly known. Okay, so I feel like there's this sense of uncommon knowledge that's coming about within the collective that is going to come into common knowledge as we continue to kind of ground in this new age of light, the age of Aquarius, okay? So there you go, right? This age of technology, the age of critical thinking, the age of telecommunication, right? Very alien kind of vibe, right? Where we're ascending above the modern language when it comes to words, right? And tapping deeper into sensibility, tapping deeper into, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what you're saying with your mouth, but your energy reads different. So I'm going to go based off your energy as opposed to what you're saying, right? So it's that sense of really tapping into the outer world or the outer worldly, right? Starting to accept things. I think this is the beginning of society beginning to accept what has been deemed and labeled rebellious or abnormal. Things of that uncommon nature. Whatever's uncommon is becoming common. Whatever's uncommon is becoming common. I gotta write that down. Okay, yeah. Whatever's uncommon becoming uncommon. Yeah, that's just what I'm getting, guys. So I feel like, again, that's a lot of throat chakra. You might start hearing a lot of people talk about things that they usually don't talk about, or just articulating truths that seemed very far out in the past, but now kind of feel very relevant and very real, right? especially when it comes to emotional truths. Ooh, even within your own life. Oh, that might get uncomfortable for a lot of you, actually. Ooh, what's this? Yeah, perception. A lesson in perception for sure. For sure. Aquarian energy will definitely get your perception in tune with what you need to see. So definitely within that heart chakra energy, yeah. Approaching life with a different sensibility, a different heart space. And I feel like this Aquarian energy is really pushing us and motivating us to not only feel what we feel, but be analytical about what we feel, be proactive about what we feel, put action and thought behind what we feel, as opposed to with the Cancer energy where it can just kind of be all about the feels. This feels more like, okay, right, I know what I feel, this is what I feel, but what am I going to do with it? Now we're getting into that phase. What are we going to do with all this emotion? All right. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What do we need to know, okay, about the Aquarius full moon in our chakras as a collective? What is this Aquarius full moon energy bringing in through our chakras? What do we need to know? Isolation. Is there anything else? One more. Okay. All right, so we got 4 out. That is my max, okay? So we're doing trickery here. And the heart space, again, it's that uncommon becoming common, that feel. What was once deemed rebellious is now kind of common practice. And I feel like that is definitely something centered in the heart. So it could be, and rebellious isn't always negative, guys. Rebellious could be standing in love when you're expected to stand in hate. That's an act of rebellion, right? Not following the stereotypical roles or actions within some sort of give and take, right? And doing what works best for you guys, standing in love, introducing a new perspective of love, because we did have perception come out earlier with the heart chakra as well. So really gaining a new perspective on what you've been through emotionally. That's exactly what this Aquarius energy is all about. Now that Cancer energy came in and allowed everybody to feel, allowed all those feelings to really come in and come out. Now Aquarius energy is here to be like, okay, cool. And what are we going to do with those feelings? What are we going to change in our thinking and in our action now that we know what we feel? And for a lot of you, there's this deceptive emotional stance that I feel like many, we've all been kind of taught to have when it comes to relationships, when it comes to connecting with other people, that it's more about what can you give me and what can you do for me, as opposed to how can we breed a sense of family or familiarity or give and take between us both, right? Mutually beneficial connections as opposed to one-sided ones. And I feel like that's going to be the new norm, right? That it's no longer going to be, oh, I'm just going to let you use me so I can gain the experience. It's going to be an equal give and take, an equal exchange of energy, right? So no more tricking, no more falling for the okie doke when it comes to that type of falsehood, right? Where someone maybe says, oh, I have something that's even better for you, right? And come to find out it was worse than what you had originally. That's what this particular story is all about. And it's a sign to really be aware and pay attention to the pitfalls that your heart tends to fall into when it comes to connecting, when it comes to getting to know somebody, when it comes to really like trusting your intuition and believing in what they're saying and what they're doing. Like there's a new layer within that your heart is going to have to adapt to. That Aquarius energy and this full moon is really pulling out of us or pulling in for us. We also got self-worth in the sacral chakra. Okay, so again, I feel like this is going to be our energy throughout the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if this keeps coming up over the next couple months, even all the way through till January, February time, just because we as a collective and as a whole are starting to truly understand what it the value behind life and the value of what it means to be human in this now moment of time, the value of your breath, right? The value of your wealth, your health being your wealth, right? What is the value of wealth, right? Is it money? Is it material? Is it intellectual? Is it spiritual? Is it physical and emotional, right? That type of value, where you place that value of worth, is going to be changing. And I do feel like for a lot of the collective, that value is now going to be placed on yourself, where we've grown and been raised and perpetuated a society where it's always valuing the external as opposed to the internal. We're switching that now. That's what I mean. What's uncommon becoming common. Right? So now it's not going to be abnormal to be introspective, right? It's not going to be abnormal to be sensitive and emotional. It's actually going to become the staple, right? It's going to become the foundation that this new earth is built off of. The fact that we are all highly sensitive people. You just have to tap into it. You just have to heal and work through that and allow that vulnerability to sink in. So a lot of this is just, a lot of it is, yes, what is valuable as far as time, material, emotion, physical, spiritual energy, mental energy, but also where do you fit in all of that value? Not counting yourself out anymore. Not looking at things and feeling as though it's not attainable, right? Or, oh, you're someone who comes from this background, you could never make it to that point, right? That's like a common thing. But I feel like that's exactly what's going to become uncommon, right? That's going to become uncommon, that you don't have self-worth, that you don't have a self-esteem, or you don't value you and all that you bring to the table by just breathing, right? By just existing. So if it's going to be that deep for some of you, for others of you, it's just going to be this realization of, oh, I put my value on a lot of these things. I should probably start putting my value on myself too. Okay. All right. We also have isolation out on the board, throat chakra energy. Okay. I feel like for a lot of us, in the collective, there's been this kind of pause and this lull, this kind of hangman energy with isolation. Really minding your words, really making sure that you're saving the best, right? Almost as if it's like filtering out all the crap. Like no longer just talking just to talk, no longer just really saying something just to say it, right? No longer just kind of talking out the side of your neck or flying by the mouth, like really being intentional about the words that you use, really being intentional about what you present out. And making sure that what you are presenting with your words actually matches the actions that you're taking, actually matches your ideals, your morals, your beliefs, your values, yeah? I think for a lot of you as well that are newly awakening, newly starting this spiritual journey, right? You're going to go into this mode of isolation. You're going to have to get comfortable with being isolated, okay? Because you're going to ebb and flow through that mode in order to receive divine messages, in order to receive downloads about your path and your destiny. So this is just a call to say that this Aquarian energy is coming in to help aid you in that isolation, right? Help aid you in feeling okay and feeling safe with being that outlier. Because for a lot of the collective that I feel like is coming into this energy, they were very uncomfortable with being an outlier to society. If they were not in line with the trends, doing what everyone else was doing, they felt lost. Or didn't really know anything else but following the crowd. That's what's going to be changing. A lot of the collective is going to start falling into these isolation modes that are going to help them grow spiritually and rapidly. Whereas those that have been in this journey for a while, what might have taken you, a year to kind of figure out and get through this new wave of awakened souls and spirits, they are going to be sending rapidly. What's going to happen in you for years in the past is now happening in months and weeks. And that's going to be very intense. But understand that that isolation only serves for you to present yourself in the best way possible. Hi, Sergeant B. Yeah, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's what's suiting you for the... It's suiting up, basically. It's suiting up. Getting ready and prepared for your mission. So for those newbies, that's what's coming in. Don't freak out when you are feeling like you want to isolate, especially if you're very used to being around other people, or that's kind of a coping mechanism for you. Do not freak out when now you're all of a sudden all alone and by yourself. And if you do freak out, it's a part of your process, okay? You also have rejection here in the crown chakra. Okay, crown chakra energy coming in. Again, this is another group of the collective that was rejecting their gifts, rejecting the downloads they were getting, rejecting the insight, right? Rejecting, not fully having confidence in what their spirit was telling them. I'm also getting a sense of misinterpretation with the messages that you were getting from divine and from spirit, which is why you are then going to be pushed into this isolation so that you can get clear on how it is you need to present yourself, whatever energy, how it is to move forward, okay? And this is also, again, changing your perception around rejection, right? Not taking it so personally, not taking it to heart, not allowing yourself to stop dreaming, hoping, searching for what you're looking for just because you were rejected, right? Not allowing rejection to sway you away from believing and having faith and having hope in what it is that you desire. But accepting the rejection as redirection, right? Okay, I didn't get that job because X, Y, and Z, but it really was, right? Taking that behind the veil look, opening your third eye to see, really, it's just there's something better for me. And coming into acceptance about that. Okay? Wow, this is a lot of great energy here, collective. I'm super excited to see what we get. I'm going to spread this out just a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start with this sacral chakra and see what it is the divine wants us to know. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What do you need your collective to know about self-worth in the sacral chakra for this full moon? What do you need your collective to know about self-worth in... Ooh, okay. Hold on, I see a peeker here. Yeah. Expansion was also peeking out in the chakra deck and the chakra oracle deck. Throat chakra. This is what I was talking about. Isolating for expansion. Okay? Isolating for expansion. So whenever you feel like spirit's kind of cutting off your throat chakra, making you pull back from talking, you feel that need to be silent, to get quiet, it's because you're expanding. You're expanding your reach. The divine is trying to expand the power behind your throat chakra so that you can reach the audience you need to reach. You can reach the people you need to reach, right? Your words will fall on ears that are open to hearing you, and that can help you expand in whatever you're moving in. Yeah. All right. So for self-worth, the first two cards we have out are the Emperor, okay? Throat chakra energy with the Emperor here. Talk about a throne. Okay, this is stepping into your power, stepping into your mission. This is also allowing your masculine energy to take action and take charge and control on something. Okay. This also came out with the Princess of Coins. Okay, heart chakra energy. Needing to study, needing to learn more. Yeah, it's learning more. Like I said, learning more about the value, pentacle, coin, learning more about the value of your time, learning more about the value of your energy, learning more about the value of your essence, your creativity, your intellect. and taking action on that value. Now moving forward in that value in an appropriate way, whereas we were taught, right, to put others before ourselves. Now you're stepping into your power and understanding that the time that you spend focused on something is valuable. Yeah. And worth it and worth something. This could also just be, again, investing in yourself, so that you can step into this emperor energy, or investing in yourself to the point where you then become the emperor. Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. Any other messages? Yeah, Queen of Wands here. Third eye energy. Queen of Wands energy is very, very confident. Very, very confident in her ability to manifest. Very confident in her ability to see through the veil, right? Very confident in her intuition. That's why she's the Queen of Wands, right? She rules and has mastered that sensibility behind intuitive knowing, spiritual knowing, spiritual understanding. Whereas like the Queen of Cups is more emotional, psychic energy, right? Being able to tap into the emotions of others. The Queen of Wands can tap into your energy, right? Queen of Wands can make you happy, make you sad, all of that. Make herself happy, make herself sad, right? She can make and create. She's creative. That's the very essence of a Queen of Wands. So I feel like this is what you're going to have to invest in, your own Queen of Wands energy. Remind you, we have masculine and feminine energy within us all, okay? So this could just be, this is all happening within you. This doesn't have to connect to another person. But what you're having to invest in and learn more about is your own Queen of Wands energy, your own creativity, your own sensuality. For some of you, really investing in discovering and learning more about your own sexuality is going to help you step into this emperor energy, talk like an emperor, walk like an emperor, delegate like an emperor, okay? Because you know your self-worth. So this is the queen that you're having to tap into. A lot of masculine energy is going to be faced with mastering feminine energy. A lot of them for the first time, okay? And it's all in the name of self-worth. You have to have both of those dynamics in balance in order to feel a sense of complete and a sense of wholeness, right? You have to be confident in your ability to receive queen energy and confident in your ability to give masculine energy. So I do feel like this particular group I'm tapping into under this full moon energy, what's really going to ignite for you is you wanting to invest more in learning how to receive energy. Because this is the Queen of Wands. Learning how to receive messages, learning how to tap in a little bit deeper with your third eye, see through the veil a little bit stronger. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, archangels and divine. Wow. Okay. Was not focused there. That's a lot of energy. Alrighty. All right. What do we need to know about trickery? Thank you so much. What does your collective need to know about trickery, Holy Spirit? Oh, wow. Okay, this is all connected to this self-worth here. Yeah, I also feel like this is a confidence thing for some of you. The only thing missing from you stepping into this emperor energy is your confidence around your sexuality, around intimacy, around passion, around, yeah, it's just really, it's stepping into that fire, but that feminine fire, right? Where it's like you're okay with receiving, you're not always giving. Right? It's okay to receive. For some of you, that's the lesson, that you deserve to receive love. And that's what you're going to be learning, okay? 3 cards wanted to come out. Wow, they are all in the third eye. Talk about opening your third eye and seeing behind the veil. You have the Queen of Coins. Yeah. Okay. You have the 6 of Coins. Okay. And you have the 6 of Cups. Wow. Powerful. Yeah, it's in this with this heart space energy, heart chakra. Again, not falling for the okie doke again. Not falling for the trickery, not falling for the sweet words and no actions, right? Not falling for the pits of the pitfalls of your heart. That's what I was saying earlier. Learning how to, again, give and receive, learning that balance with the Six of Pentacles. Knowing who is an actual soul connection, right? And who may be operating under some sort of illusion or in some sort of trickery energy. Being very sensible, grounded, practical. Yeah, that's important. That's important. This is really, for my hopeless romantics out there, this is learning how to apply practicality to your heart's energy. And being practical with your heart's desires, not tricking yourself. Okay? Not falling for not falling for the sweet talk, not falling for the illusions, not falling for whatever it is that you typically fall for. It's now you're being practical about your heart space. Yes. Yes, collective. You're being a little bit more practical now. I'm not saying that you're completely letting go of the hopeless romantic vibe. No, but you're just way more balanced when it comes to understanding who deserves that hopeless romantic energy and who doesn't. And who is just trying to pull that out of you without the intention of reciprocating, right? Or who's trying to pull that out of you and give you something less than what they've just taken. Making it seem like, oh yeah, I have this big bag of love, this big cup of love. Or, oh yeah, I'm giving you way more. I'm giving you way more. Because this is what this is all about, right? It's all about that trickery. It's all about, in this basket, there were just rocks at the bottom and just a couple of acorns at the top. And this squirrel had this big acorn that could last them. So they traded with this dragon. They fell for that trick, right? They fell for that trick. So it's like not falling for the tricks and the games, okay? Thank you so much, divine ancestors and archangels. What does your collective need to know about isolation and expansion? What do we need to know under this full moon about isolation and expansion? Empress. Yeah, heart chakra energy. Now you got the Emperor and the Empress on the board. So this is definitely stepping into self-mastery, balancing your masculine and feminine. But this is what's expanding that heart energy, your compassion. Your compassion for others is expanding. This is why you have to go in isolation, so that you can learn more about yourself. You can learn more about the people around you. You can learn more about your tendencies, right? You can learn more about the pitfalls that you fall into in order for you to expand your energy, expand your vibration, raise the vibration not only of yourself, but those around you and the earth. To be what? This Empress. Empress energy for me as a reader is the embodiment of the earth. Right? Embodiment. The Empress, she has mastered all four queens. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. That's what you learn in isolation. How to be the Empress. How to receive graciously. How to take action graciously with the Emperor over here. Operating from that heart space, that sense of compassion. Being able to see yourself in others. That's also what isolation will do. Help you to see yourself in others and to not judge yourself so harshly, right? Or judge others so harshly. What else does your collective need to know about isolation and expansion? Six of Wands, yeah. A lot of sixes here, okay? So harmony and balance coming in. A lot of third eye energy. Heavy third eye energy. A lot of you are really awakening to what this is all about, which is awesome and beautiful. Welcome to the party. We're so glad to have you here. Okay? Six of Wands. So this is victorious. So for some of you, you knowingly have gone into isolation to tap into this Empress energy. And you are going to receive that expansion in your energy to embody Empress, right? so that it's going to be victorious for you. Others of you, you're going to be embarking on this isolation, and what you have to understand is that the Spirit's trying to assist you with being victorious, with stepping into your Empress energy, right? Expanding your heart chakra, expansion here. Being able to speak, because this is throat chakra, being able to articulate, speak, share, express love, truth, wisdom, in light, in a very compassionate but very straightforward and very reassuring way that ensures victory, right? That ensures that whatever it is you feel, whatever it is you need to say, whatever it is you need to delegate, whatever it is you need done gets done. That type of expansion in your power, your personal power, your sovereignty. It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Divine. What's the overall for isolation and expansion for this full moon in Aquarius? Okay. Yeah, 3 of Coins. Learning how to work together. Learning how to teamwork. Learning that co-creative dance with the divine. Very beautiful. And learning how to be successful in that work. Yeah. This also feels like expanding your team, expanding your tribe, expanding your family in some way as well. Because the Empress also could represent someone who is pregnant. Yeah, some of you might be embarking on the journey of motherhood very soon. You might have been trying to get pregnant for a while. With the 6 of Wands, trying to get pregnant for a while. And you worked with Spirit to make this happen. Or you worked with your partner, yeah. You and your partner got a little team, a little routine going to make that happen. And now you are expanding your family. Congratulations to anyone who is experiencing that type of expansion. That was really beautiful. That just came in for somebody. Yeah. But for others of you, this is, again, just co-creating with Spirit with the 3 of Coins. Really, really holding up your end of the bargain with the divine. Holding up your end of the contract, your soul contract, coming here, coming down to earth. Earth school, learning the lessons. Hard knocks, right? In order to expand. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. So, yeah. And, like, you see how Spirit is here. Showing up. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine and Archangels. What does your collective need to know about rejection for the full moon in Aquarius? What is it they need to know about this crown chakra energy? Yeah, High Priestess. Yeah, the solar plexus. It's just trusting yourself. Trusting the guidance that you're getting, not rejecting it anymore, not rejecting this High Priestess within you, not rejecting what you know. Allowing your higher self to drive your will forward, allowing your higher self to drive your confidence, your self-image, your vitality, your life force, getting life from spiritual energy. Getting reassurance from spiritual energy as opposed to your peers or external voices, yeah? Relying in on your High Priestess energy to know your truth and know your way forward. Yeah, this is going to be a big tower moment, a big breakthrough, honestly. For a lot of you, this is just awakening. This is a lot of new energy awakening. For some of you, it's like whatever rejection you experienced in the past prior to this full moon in Aquarius energy, you are going to get the revelation and the understanding of why you were rejected in the past. And I feel like you are going to gain some sort of peace with that, with the High Priestess, yeah. And as soon as I said that, yeah, the Ace of Wands come out. It's like it's almost going to power you up. To where I feel like this particular collective was taking the rejection very personally, very like it defined who they were. or it defined their worth in some way. Again, pulling back on self-worth. But now you're going to look back on that rejection and be like, oh yeah, no. That wasn't had nothing to do with my worth. I'm worth more than I actually think, right? And it's actually going to inspire you to be a little bit more bold and a little bit more fierce in your pursuits, in your endeavors, and also in your obedience to your higher self, to your intuition, to be more bold in that. You're going to follow that intuition. You're going to follow those intuitive nudges. You're going to follow spirit through. For a lot of you too, I think for some of you, you did go through a bout of rejection, but you were so deep into your high priestess energy that I feel like this tower, like where someone who might not have been very tapped into their high priestess energy, this tower would have maybe kind of wrecked them for a little bit and crashed them down, maybe depleted them. No, it's like you were so deep in your high priestess energy that you knew why you were being rejected, even while you were being rejected. And while this tower was crumbling, it's like you gained a lot of power from that. Yeah, you transmuted all that while it was happening. In the moment, you were transmuting that into a new beginning, a new passion, a new spark, a new flame, a new fire within yourself. To say, oh, okay, I see you're rejecting me. Oh, okay, you're tearing this down. Oh, okay, you're lighting everything on fire. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to take that fire and I'm going to bring it to someone else, right? I'm going to take that fire and I'm going to move forward. I'm going to let that tower falling inspire me rather than hinder me. Very beautiful. Yeah, so it's like you almost let that change your grounding and your security within yourself. Very awesome. Really awesome energy, guys. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. All right, we're going to pull some advice, some guidance from the Work Your Light Oracle. But yeah, overall, this feels like a major transition for a lot of you guys. Again, a lot of newbies will be entering the spiritual community because they will just be awakening through seeing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of signs, a lot of dreams. Okay, so they're going to be embarking on that isolation in the name of expansion. Okay, learning about Empress energy, what they have to do to be victorious with this Empress energy and gaining that Empress energy, what they need to work on and co-create with spirit in order to be that Empress. For some of you, you're coming out of this isolation as the Empress, victoriously transitioning and evolving into this Empress energy because you were working so hard and co-creating that with spirit. Okay, getting smarter about your heart space, right? Queen of coins, 6 of coins, and the 6 of cups. Learning how to delegate energy and attention appropriately, right? Not falling for your old pitfalls and the old tricks that your heart used to fall for, okay? Now knowing your worth with that Queen of coins, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. And self-worth overall, stepping into that Emperor energy, okay? Allowing that Queen of Wands to receive compliments, receive good energy, right? Knowing that you deserve to be catered to, really. You deserve to feel good about yourself, yeah. You deserve to cater to yourself. All right, thank you so much, Archangels and Divine. Wow, they are just flying out over here. First one out, yeah, fill up your well. Retreat, rest, and refuel. That's all what that isolation is about. Again, like I said, for the newbies who are just going to be awakening, it's going to be very intense, but it's going to happen very fast. So for those who have been on this awakening journey for a while, yeah, the new kids on the block, they're going to be elevating and expanding in what maybe took us like 8 months, 5 months, a year, in like 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 weeks, right? It's going to be rapid change for them. So there is going to be this part of the collective that is going to fall into that restful retreat and refueling state in order to expand. okay? In order to now do their work and their portion of raising the vibration of the earth, right? As we all are, it's like now they're going to add in their special gifts to that pool. That's awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Divine, what else do you need your collective to know for this full moon in Aquarius? Wow, really? It's just this corner. Really loves this corner. Okay, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? What are you clinging on to? We got the Tower over here, rejection. Okay, so a lot of you are yeah, this tower moment is about you holding on to the rejection in the past. Like almost as if you held on to that rejection in order to fuel you, right? So you could prove something, so you could just right, let it go. You don't have to prove anything to anybody, okay? You don't have to hold on to that pain in order to be successful. No, you're most successful when you're operating out of a place of peace, okay? Not a place of pain, not a place of control, okay? So a lot of you, this is going to put into perspective what you've been controlling subconsciously or consciously and how you need to let that go, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Any other messages for the collective for this full moon in Aquarius or this spread? Caught it, haha. Yeah, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. A lot of you have Lemurian roots, okay, and those are going to be coming very active. We do have a couple of timelines running. I think the Atlantis timeline is running. Lemuria is running, and there's one more that's not coming to me now, but there's another timeline. Oh, Egypt, Sirius. Yes, the Sirius timeline is also running, okay? So a lot of you are going to be awakening to your Lemurian existence, your Lemurian body, your Lemurian understanding and wisdom, okay? In order to create heaven on earth, in order to really ground in that vibration, all right? And that it is happening. Trust that it is happening. Although it may be slow, it's definitely happening, okay? And last but not least, any other messages you have, Divine, for the collective, for the full moon in Aquarius energy or this spread? Yeah, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, that's what I was talking about earlier with that Aquarian energy being so comfortable as an outlier to society. They almost strive to be the outlier. They will go out of their way to be rebellious. They will go out of their way to be set apart from the collective, okay? And this is all in that name, in that spirit of not dimming your light to look like everybody else, to blend in with everybody else, not surrendering to societal trends, right? Really standing in your own light, standing in your own vibration, and doing what feels best for you in all ways, regardless of the rules, regardless of the, societal constructs, regardless of what everyone else has told you, regardless of what you were told growing up. If it does not align with your soul, if it does not feed into a positive sense of self-worth, if it doesn't support this emperor energy within you, then you gotta let it go, right? Then you are then you're dimming in to fit in. Then you're not shining as bright as you can because you're afraid of looking weird. You're afraid of looking out of the norm or strange. And Aquarius energy lives for being weird, lives for being strange. They honestly will go insane if they don't feel weird enough. And that might be an exaggeration, but it does bother them. It gets under their skin if someone else is wearing the same clothes as that. Like, it can be that deep for some Aquarius energy, okay? But don't dim to fit in. Do not dim to fit in. So however you were taught to be this emperor, whatever you were told about being an emperor, do your thing. Do what feels right for you. That might be actually what you were told, might be actually dimming your emperor energy, dimming your self-worth. So there's that Princess of Coins, a need to study a new way of approaching emperor energy. And I think that missing piece is tapping into that Queen of Wands vibration, okay? Yeah, and align your life at the bottom. What's no longer in alignment with who you truly are. This is that awakening energy for those newbies coming in, okay? And that's going to help amplify all the work that we've been doing for some time, help get us past some blockages, right? So it's all in the name of love. It's all for raising this vibration, bringing this beautiful earth into a higher frequency, okay? That is your reading, collective, for this full moon in Aquarius. I hope you found it helpful, insightful, or filled with confirmation for whatever you have going on, okay? Whatever you've been feeling and sensing. This is very beautiful progress. Like, you guys are so awesome. Like, every time I do these check-ins, every 2 weeks, you guys surprise me with what comes out. So thank you for allowing me to engage with you in this way. Super important chakra rundown. Okay, we're tapping into our sacral chakra. We're tapping into our heart chakra, our throat chakra, our third eye chakra, and our crown chakra. There's a lot of third eye cards here, okay? So third eye is super important, okay? Touch up on all 7, but really focus in on your third eye under this full moon, okay? Really get that into perspective, get that energy moving and spinning in the right direction, okay? And I will see you all in our next reading for the next new moon. Namaste.